Hi everyone, welcome along to today's video. So it's been a dismal couple of weeks. It's been grey, dark cloud cover, which has kind of suited the moods of everybody of late. It does affect you when you get no sun. And today, a great day, we've got some sunshine back at last. But with that, I decided I'd better look at all my forthcoming bills that have been pouring through the letterbox the last couple of weeks and on my internet. And it makes surprising reading, so let me get to it straight away. Now, as you know, me and Jan are retired, and all through my working life I was told always to try and get a bit more pension fund if you can, because the actual state pension isn't enough to live on when you retire. You're going to need a bit extra. So that end I did, and we did without. When I was bringing up the kids, we didn't go places on holiday or anything like this. It would be the cheapest I could possibly afford, and we didn't have a lot of what other people were getting. They were spending their money and enjoying what they had. I should have done that, because the pension that I got at the end of it wasn't worth what I lost, if you know what I mean, through life, in giving my kids a better time. I'd love to have done that, and I shouldn't have done this pension thing. But the idea was installed in me that if you don't, you won't have enough to live on. Now, obviously, it got hit, all these pension funds got hit in the 90s. There was a big scandal about it, and the money that you're due to be getting went down and down and down. Now, I wasn't putting a lot away because I wasn't on really big money. I know I was a plumber, but it wasn't that big of money back then, and I couldn't afford that much, not and take the kids out and do all the family things that you want to do. But anyway, I persevered and paid this flipping thing, this pension fund thing, and when it come to the end, I didn't get much out of it actually. It was pretty bad for what I gave up, and it meant that obviously come the winter fuel payment this year, the government decided to only give it to those on benefits, and obviously I was above the benefit. I was about £100 above because of this pension, so that certainly come back and bit me good and proper. So to that end, I didn't get the £300 winter fuel payment, but I did get me £100 that I earned over the 40, 50 years, I think, more or less, and I did get that. So that was a bit of a shocker, but there we are. But what am I about? The last 2 weeks have been gloom, 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 and every day it seemed that something else would come in to darken the gloom. We've got our water bill come through, and for the next year, and it's gone up by £90, you know. And add to that, they hadn't read the meter, and they reckon I owed another £80 that they were going to take off me instalments for the next 4 months after April to get that back as well. You couldn't write it, you know. This never used to happen. I've never known this happen before. So that's kind of hit you. Now our electric and gas is up, you know, up another good lump. But I won't bother to tell you, but it's gone up a really excessive amount. Okay, the price cap's going up, and it's gone up. I've tried to get a fixed deal, and the best I could get, you know, was about £106. But once again, a month. Once again, I owe some back payments on him last year, because apparently they hadn't read. Although I put all the meter readings in every month, they calculate them on an estimate. So it's a waste of time sending them in. I don't want a smart meter, hate them, so don't talk to me about smart meters. They're not going in. I'm keeping the old meter for as long as I bloody well can. They'll have to force one out of me. So anyway, that was that. That was probably all about, maybe, because they wrote to me and said, oh, well, if you have a smart meter, we could stop all that. You get it stopped. We don't have to do anything. No. No. So, move on from that. And then I get a thing from the tax on my computer, because me and Jan have to do our own tax on there. Okay. Self-assessment. But tax for our pensions obviously come off, you know, off of PAYE, get it right, Al. So pay as you earn. So because we're getting this increase on the allowance now, it's going to go up. What is it? A triple lock thing is going to go up to £11,973. So it's going up by just over £400 a year. So they needed to put our tax up. to cover this. So whatever we get of that 400, we're going to be paying 20% tax. So you can virtually wipe a good 100 of it gone in tax alone and tax on that. So that's great, isn't it, to know that. Also, you've got all your other things that keep going out. You know, with this shopping bill, it must be up £20-30 a week now. It's just, everything's gone up, so expensive. TV licence is going up in April, £10.50, what it was. Broadband's gone up £5, and even the car, if you own a car now, I don't know if I can keep mine much longer. Car tax, I pay £30 at the moment. After April, I'm going to be paying £190. This is just sheer lunacy. Insurance, we know they've all been going up like a rocket, and estimates I've got for insurance so far, I've shopped around, the best I can get is £650, but I was paying £475 last year. I mean, that is just terrible. And then MOTs, we know they always go up every year by whatever they fancy. Okay, so it's all things up and nothing given back really, except for this triple lock that the government are so keen to go on about, you know. And I'm pleased with getting it. It's great. It's in there, but of course it's taxed. Even though I paid tax on the money before, and probably taxed again. So that's that. Council tax. Now this one is coming in. Maximum our council can do down here, which is 4.9%. I know some councils are ones that are going bankrupt, going 10, 20%. But not too many, but most of them are going for the full amount, 4.9%, just under the 5%. That's what we're doing here. So our council tax is going up from 2391. I haven't got the actual figure yet, but you can work it out that 35% of that a year, again, going up. Now, because we're fixed virtually, except for this flipping pension triple lock thing, which I've sooner not do with because it's all going to be taxed, we're kind of, where are we going to get the extra money from to keep paying all these extra bills that are going up? It's impossible. Now, I know the working man, and this Labour was all about the working man, putting more in our pocket, but I don't think you mentioned about the retired man, because I don't think it's going in my pocket from this lot. It's an absolute shambles, isn't it? So, I can remember the council tax being a little thing on it in the Labour manifesto just before. I remember watching it, and the funny thing is I've got a little recording of it I managed to keep when I was doing bits and bits trying to work out who to vote for at the last election, and I've got a little clip of what was said about council tax not going up. So to that end, I'm going to call it here, and you can look at this and see what you think.
Yes, you heard it right. Not a penny more on your council tax. Not a penny more than the bill you paid last year.